The lights are on here for the GT race at Imola. And the lights go off and away they go, heading down the front stretch for the first time, going down into Tamburello. Nick Thornhill gets an absolute flyer of a start. Going past, who is that? Espen Gunderson, it looks like. Oh, looking for a place under Greg Philhofer. Can't get it done. Nick Thornhill will have to settle for third, as Andrew Myers will stay up in first. We ride along with Christian Steinhauser in the number 17 Porsche in the GT3 category, ahead of him in the Renault and Cadillac, as they head down into Villeneuve Corner for the first time of this race. The Acura moving past Steinhauser, and it looks like, who is that? Filka in the Mercedes trying to move past alongside the Porsche of Steinhauser. There's the number 130 in the Cadillac of, who is that? That's Gareth Harwood in the GT3 class, up into, it looks like second place in the GT3 class. And in the GT4 class, this is Roger Perrin. He's going to go past Greg Williams for second place in GT4 class, going into Tamburello just before the entrance there. He manages to get it. Four leaders have not been able to get away from each other. They are all still within a second and a half. That is Andrew Myers up in first place, followed closely behind by Greg Philhofer, and then it looks like Espen Gunderson has... No, it's not Espen Gunderson. Espen Gunderson's in fourth. That is Nick Thornhill in third, as they just have managed to stick together throughout these first few laps, pull a gap on everybody else. Leaders coming into Tamburello right now. They're coming... Oh, Greg Philhofer is making a look around. Oh, contact a little bit, it looks like. Watch out, we still have plenty of the race to go. Philhofer looks like he's going to go around Andrew Myers in Tamburello to take the lead away from Andrew Myers. And the leaders are starting to head into lap traffic. Oh my goodness, that's Roy Butler taking out one of the signs there on the side of the road for one of the advertisers' boards. That is not going to do much damage, but it's quite a scare to hit one of those. Coming into... They come along the front stretch. Andrew Myers taking a look around Greg Philhofer once again to take the lead. And Myers looks like he's going to be through for the lead. Same move that Philhofer pulled on Myers. Thornhill takes a look around Philhofer but cannot get it done. As we look here, a little bit of contact between, it seems, Kyron De Haas and Joachim Thiebe as they come down. Oh, my goodness, that is a bit of contact there heading into Tamburello. Oh, and even harder contact there. Watch out, boys. We still have plenty of the race to go. It seems that Haas is not too pleased with Thiebe right now. And Brian Wiley in the BMW Z4 heading down the front stretch right behind Marcel Jeski for the lead of the GT3 class. It looks like he's going to be making a move. Wiley through, completes the pass. Jeski looks to the inside, coming into Tamburello, but backs out of it quickly after figuring that he won't be able to make the pass stick. As we take a look back here, looks like oh my goodness, Wiley certainly taking a big hit on Koskinen there for, sixth overall. Koskinen hits Wiley back in the door quite hard there. You go on board here, you can see gets pushed out wide, and oh my goodness, quite a bit of contact there. That might have left sizable damage there. And the leaders are going to be coming into pit here just at around the halfway point. All four of the GTE drivers are coming into pit. They don't know whether to put on slicks or wets, do they?
All of the GTE drivers are coming into pit this lap, and none of them know whether they should be putting on slicks or wets. From what I can see, all the pit boxes that I can see have wet tires lined up. I don't know if that's the case, if that's going to be the right choice, as the track is drying up quite quickly. A dry line has already formed on a good majority of the track, so whether or not this is the right choice, I don't know. Christian Steinhauser is actually coming back into the pit lane with some significant left front damage. He's going to have to repair that. That is quite bad.
Looks like he does have a bit of damage to the left front there. I do see it on the front fender. Let's see what happened here on replay. And oh my, that is embarrassing for him. He is going to be sorely disappointed with himself after that one.
At this moment, most of the GTE drivers' teams have been looking at the telemetry. They are saying that they are running slower laps than the GT3 drivers who've put on slicks at this point. So some of the teams have been talking about...
Nick Thornhill is actually coming in right now, just a lap after he changed onto those wet tires there, didn't he?
Yes, and Thornhill was actually the first one to be complaining that the tires did not feel like they were right, saying that the track was already dry enough to be putting on the slicks. So they are coming back in as soon as possible to change off those tires.
Whether or not those tires are actually the right choice for the conditions right now as the track dries up. Everybody else seems to have come in. Espen Gundersen, just now, he's pulling into the pits to change off of his wets and onto some slick tires. That will hand the lead over to the GT3 driver of Bryant Wiley, who is about 4 seconds ahead of Marcel Jeske in the McLaren. After the pit cycles have come through, let's go ahead and take a look at the class leaders. Overall leader and GT3 leader in this BMW Z4 is Bryant Wiley, who is about 3.5 seconds ahead of the McLaren of Marcel Jeske and the Cadillac of Gareth Harwood, as he is pulling out a sizable gap to them. In the GTE class is the number 10 Corvette of Nick Thornhill, who is in 5th overall right now, about 14 seconds behind the overall leader, followed by Phil Hoffer. And as the GT4 leader, Tim Foster in the number 89 Ginetta, followed behind by Kyrian De Haas in the number 83 Ginetta, and then by Greg Williams in the Ford Mustang RTR. And then in the GT5 category we have Mike Hoffman, who has pulled out a sizable gap between him and Martin Johansson in the number 54 Ginetta. As you can see here, Nick Thornhill has caught up to Gareth Harwood in the Cadillac. He is definitely making up a lot of time on the leaders as he takes a look around the left side of Harwood and completes the pass before coming into Tamburello. Thornhill has been gained. Oh, and did he get into the back of the McLaren there of Marcel Jeske? I can't quite tell. He is, as he was coming down into Rivasa with right behind Marcel Jeske in the McLaren. He and Jeske are really going at it for second place overall, with Jeske defending over Thornhill, and they're going to be coming down into Tamburello. Thornhill might be able to have the chance here to take the position, and he does. He moves inside, and Marcel Jeske cannot hold him off. They go side by side through Tamburello, but Thornhill is through and has set his sights on first place. We have quite the gaggle of cars back here for, what is this, 5th right now, between a GT3 driver and the 4 GTE drivers. Oh, and that's Andrew Myers making a move on Gundersen. It looks like he's going to be making a move on Phil Hoffer too. This is quite the battle here, as Myers has moved his way past Phil Hoffer. Gundersen is looking behind Phil Hoffer. And as we move on, last lap, this is going to be huge if Wiley can keep this spot. He has to defend from Thornhill as they goes past the lap car of Butler there in the GT5 Ginetta. Thornhill passes Butler with ease, but I don't think he's close enough at this moment to get past Wiley. Thornhill, as they come into Paratella, Wiley still having an advantage over Thornhill. Coming into Aqua Minerale, this is where Wiley has had troubles. He has been loose here around this second corner here, and he does it again. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a huge upset. He keeps the position. This is going to be a huge upset if Wiley can keep this position on Thornhill. Thornhill looking around to the left side. He can't find a way through as they go through Variante Alta. Thornhill definitely taking a look around, seeing if he can find a position, find a spot anywhere that he can get past Wiley here. As they come down into Rivasa, Thornhill looks to the left side. Wiley cannot cover it off. Thornhill takes the inside and takes away first place. Thornhill will take the win away. On the last corners of the last lap. What a spectacular race for Nick Thornhill, coming back from a second pit stop after a mistake. After a broken strategy, Thornhill will take the win ahead of Bryant Wiley and Marcel Jeske.